Hey there, welcome to Newsstream TV, happenings across the globe at your fingertip. Do well to like this video by giving it a thumbs up, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe. Enjoy.
Our women, in particular Oby Ezekwesili, who is a notable politician in Nigeria, can come before the whole world to lie. The fact of the matter is that Oby Ezekwesili, with her friend, the lawyer to Senator Natasha, was too emotional. Instead of them to attack the facts, by proving the allegation of sexual harassment, they abandoned it to play to the gallery. From the very beginning of the proceedings, they were given the Holy Bible or Quran, as the case may be, for them to take oath. I remember vividly, and is on tape, that Oby Ezekwesili says she cannot take oath. The same thing with the lawyer, and the same thing with the petitioner. Then along the line, the petitioner agreed to take oath. And after that, of course, myself as a witness for the respondents also took my own oath. So after hearing from the petitioner, it was time for me to be heard, because the committee will not hear you if you are not on oath. Even before then, there have been playing some drama, trying to truncate the whole exercise. But we as senators have understood their game. We didn't yield to that. We allowed them, we tolerated their very childlike behaviors. But at the end of the day, after the petitioner have made his case and even failed to adopt his affidavit because he knew he was lying. So it was time for me, to respond to the allegation as a witness for the Senate President. All of a sudden, most unfortunately, Oby Ezekwesili said I should shut up my mouth. I said, no, mommy, how can you address me like this? He said, will you shut up your mouth, you hooligan? I said, no, I can't take this. I'm a sitting senator. You are a former minister of the Federal Republic, and by social stratification, a senator is higher than you. I replied her instantly by saying that she is the hooligan.
Into any conversation without the objections being addressed. So when I said that,
so let me just get this. You said to him to shut his mouth.
Yes.
And that was what provoked the Senate.
He was already provoked.
Right.
He was already provoked because he spoke.
But it went from being a spark of a tinder box into a roaring flame.
Precisely. So he was already provoked by the fact that he felt we were not serious.
Right.
He said, in fact, part of what inflamed it was that the petitioner then said, oh, by the way, it is this senator that made a lot of statements about my senator, and in words that were not complimentary. So already he was charged. And so on the basis of that, when I said to him, we're talking, so just, hold your peace.
Yeah.
He fled and then began to release all that.
Welcome back to Prospect Channels TV. Thank you for always coming out here. If you're just joining us, please kindly subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Human rights lawyer Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor has slammed Senator Sen Nwaebonyi, representing Ebonyi North Senatorial District, for what is described as disgraceful bullying of the former Minister of Education, Ezekwesili, during a Senate committee hearing on Tuesday. Sarah reporters earlier reported that Nwaebonyi defended his widely condemned verbal altercation with Ezekwesili during a heated exchange at the National Assembly on Tuesday. The clash, described as a show of shame, occurred during a hearing by the Senate Committee on Ethics, Privileges and Public Petitions, which was deliberating on a petition by Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan against the Senate President Akpabio. During the proceeding, tensions flared when Nwaebonyi was held, hurrying derogatory remarks at Ezekwesili, referring to her as an insult to womanhood and a hooligan. Nwaebonyi's heated and disrespectful verbal exchange with Ezekwesili, an advocate of transparency and good governance, was captured in a widely circulated video. Reacting to the incident, Ejiofor, expressing his profound disappointment, condemned Senator Nwaebonyi. This deplorable behavior is not only disgraceful, but also emblematic of deepening moral decay, unchecked impunity, and a blatant disregard for decorum and human dignity. No public official, let alone a senator entrusted with legislative responsibilities, should demean the office they occupy with such conduct, Ejiofor stated in a statement issued on Wednesday. Calling for immediate action, Ejiofor urged the Senate leadership to address the incident decisively, arguing that such misconduct should not be tolerated. He emphasized that if accountability were prioritized in the Nigerian political sphere, Senator Nwaebonyi would already be facing disciplinary measures, including possible suspension. In a society where accountability prevails, Senator Nwaebonyi would already be facing serious disciplinary consequences, including suspension. How did we get here? He asked. Prosperity must hold them accountable Sunday, he lamented. Ejiofor further highlighted Senator Nwaebonyi's alleged bias against certain individuals, stating that his prejudice should disqualify him from deliberating on matters where impartiality is required. He said, Senator Nwaebonyi's prejudice against Natasha is so profound that he should be disqualified from participating in any findings, deliberations, or inquiries on the subject matter, given his publicly stated position on it. However, such unbecoming behavior must not be tolerated or excused under any circumstances. However, amid the senator's controversial outbursts, Ejiofor commended Ezekwesili for maintaining grace and composure. She has once again demonstrated the strength of character, intelligence, and prose that make her a model of leadership and statesmanship, he said. Ejiofor warned that the Senate's failure to address this incident could set a dangerous precedent, further eroding civility within Nigeria's legislative institution. So he called on the lawmakers to uphold values of respect, integrity, and accountability, reminding them of their responsibility to the Nigerian people. The Senate must rise to the occasion and ensure that this culture of impunity is confronted head-on. The Nigerian people deserve a legislature that upholds the volumes of respect, integrity, and accountability, Ejiofor stated. This incident has sparked widespread debate, with many Nigerians calling for stronger ethical standards and decorum within the nation's legislative body. It was really a very disgraceful one. You see, what is just happening there is a kind of Boy Scouts trying to cover up Senator Akpabio. With all these acts, you understand that maybe Natasha is saying the truth. You understand? The misconduct is different from disgraceful conduct. Someone said, "So sorry, my friend. The Senate rules and regulations only has suspension for misconduct. Query is allowed in the Senate as everyone has his or her own opinion on views from his different region. What they do there is to coexist. and not to shut people up. Keywords: actions or activities that goes against the Senate standing orders with the General Senate concern. Disgraceful conduct: actions or activities that position individuals in a lesser image to the public, that is, of the personal concern, with lesser extent on the General Senate. Okay, someone just dropped that. Lots of these so-called lawyers have nothing inside their head. All they do is rant and oga. Foolish, go and suspend him in Zimbabwe with no fat. Must we even, okay, he's an Yoruba person. Must we even comment without insulting somebody? See, all these things need to stop. I don't think this is right. No matter how we see this thing, you get. No matter how we see this thing, understand that this Senator Nwaebonyi, right from the one, has, he has been against Natasha for coming out to the public to say, look at what Senator Akpabio has been doing. So he's angry that she ever did that. This is how these people will rule us if, Nigerians just keep quiet like this. Well, it depends on their people. You understand? People like this are not supposed to be in the Senate. That is the truth. No moral. Make people forget about his position. Ezekwesili not be mate. Thank God he said 70 years. He said something like they are full at 70. And it's 45 years. He not be your mate. So no moral, no. I don't know. I don't know what to say again. No moral at all. And these are the people who are supposed to respect their people, respect Nigerians. The world is watching. What do you expect? I'm dropping it here. Kindly drop your comments below the comment section. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, share this video, make it go viral. Let Nigerians understand what is happening today in the Nigerian political landscape. Thank you, and bye for now.